Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at GLMR, Moonbeam's token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, I also want to mention the two donation links down below in the description. If you want to support Ukraine, you can donate to the Ukrainian refugees or you can support Ukraine's military. Any donations are very much appreciated. Even $5 is going to make a difference. Thank you all for donating, and let's get on with the video. So jumping into the daily chart, zooming out over here, I do want to show you the Fibonacci retracement that I have set up. And these are the notes from the last video. And as you can see, we have the swing high over here, April 4th, and the swing low was set over here, February 20th. So with this, you did lose the swing low here. This was the low, and here you lost it. And as always, once you lose the first fib level, you target the 1.618. Now, you still haven't got to the 1.618. You're bouncing around here in between the 1.272 and the 1.414, okay? And potentially, you do have a little target to the first fib level right now. You're potentially going to be in a technical target to the first fib level from where we are right now, because you are in this channel over here and you're bouncing up and down from this channel. And if you do see a breakout, what you do is you take a trend line from where the channel was created to the bottom of the channel, basically the support and resistance, and you place it on the point of the breakout. And as you can see, you get the one fib level as your target over here. Okay, so from where we are right now, you're potentially looking at a 30% trade. Now, what traders would do is you wait for a breakout and you buy the back test of support here. So that's exactly what you can do. If you're buying for the long term and you don't mind swing trading in between, then you can obviously enter now. But these are good prices to enter, in my opinion, for the GLMR token. Now, I do want you to pay attention to the 20 EMA over here. The yellow moving average is the 20 EMA. The red one is the 55 EMA. Now, we can get rejected from the 20 EMA, right? You can start breaking out. You actually had a wick all the way to the 20 EMA, as you can see, and you got rejected. A lot of selling pressure in this area. And as you can see, if you start breaking through the 20 EMA, you start breaking through the yellow resistance line, then you're going to be in a target to the first fib level here at $1.81. Okay, like I said, that's a nice 30% trade from where we are right now. By all means, we can absolutely get rejected and sent back down to the bottom of this channel, and that would be a great entry point, in my opinion, at $1.13. Either way, we have to look at what this does. Okay, we don't have any bias to the upside or to the downside. Of course, the markets are rallying right now, and it is expected because we are in such a disgusting and nasty downtrend. It is crazy. Bitcoin has printed 9 red weekly candles, I think. And altcoins are suffering, obviously. So we did have a wick to the 20 EMA over here as well. And before that, we had a touch of the 20 all the way back in April on the 22nd. Now, jumping into the daily RSI here. So I do want you to look at these resistance lines. So I did give you a couple of resistance lines in the last video, and we did get rejected from this one at 40 on the index. We came back down below the 37.6 support, and now we're breaking to the upside. So potentially, you can look for a support back test here on the index of 40. Potentially, you could break out and come back down, and this would be a great entry point. Now, I do think we are going to come back on Bitcoin. We're going to come back below $27,000, $28,000. We're going to have another crash because we're not out of the woods yet. Now, if we are out of the woods, we are going to start breaking some major resistance levels. And I don't know if we're going to do that on Bitcoin right now. We have to watch the charts. We can't predict anything, but you know, I do think we're not done with this pullback. So I'm targeting 85 cents over here as the 1.618 target. I do think we're going to get there one way or the other. You can either have a wick to the downside, or you can come all the way down here and consolidate around this price. And if you go back to the daily RSI, you can potentially look for some resistance trend lines. You can look at previous points where you were rejected, and you can look for resistance on those points. So you do have a resistance at 46.4 and at 48 on the index. So let's see if those levels do reject us. But you are in a strong move to the upside. Alts are rallying. I do want to switch over to the Binance chart real quick. Moving over to the Binance chart on the daily here, I do want to show you a potential, just a 5-wave structure here that I have. So with the listing on Binance, as you can see, the price went all the way up to $50 here, and then you started retracing here. Then once you started coming back up, you created a resistance level at $6.30, and that's basically our a very strong resistance from this at this point. And from there, we started falling back down, and that would be my wave 1. Okay, then you have your wave 2 to the upside. Okay, you print a lower high, and then you have your massive wave 3, the monster wave 3. Wave 3 is usually the largest wave out of all the 5 waves. And right now, what I do think we're starting is we have bottomed out on the wave 3, and we're looking for that wave 4 relief rally. And I do think we're going to run into $2.22. As you can see, we have tested this level as support multiple times. We had a very different scenario here with these two support. Well, now they're both resistance trend lines, but we had a support and resistance trend line here. Exact same thing we have over here. We're going to back test this area as resistance because we lost it without a back test. And then we're going to come back down in the wave 5 pullback here. And I don't know where that's going to be. Potentially that could be at 85 cents. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But for now, if we don't start breaking these resistance levels, I don't know. I don't know if we can set more targets to the upside. Now, I did give you this buy zone anywhere from $1.15 all the way to $1.04. Great buying area, but as you can see, we are in this channel right now, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, jumping into the daily stochastic RSI, as you can see, we're approaching the overbought here. Once you get back into the area here, closer to the index of 95, that's when you can potentially start looking to take some profits. Let's take a look at the RSI here, because I did spot an exaggerated bullish divergence here. Basically, this means that the RSI is printing higher lows, but the price action is not. The price action is simply bouncing from a horizontal support line. Okay, as you can see here, you have moved to the upside, but here you're simply going. You're simply bouncing off a horizontal support. This is called an exaggerated bullish divergence, and this comes usually before a move to the upside. Now, we do have a confirmation of the uptrend here. If you look at the MACD on the daily chart on May 20th, you got the confirmation. The last time we had this bullish cross was in February, and you can see that we had a very strong move to the upside in February. So we'll see what happens right now with the RSI. We did take a look at the relative strength index on the TradingView chart, but you have multiple resistance levels on the RSI. You have your resistance levels here on the price action. Also, you could look for $1.72. because we got rejected from there as well. And after that, you have $2.22. Now, what I also want to do is I want to come back to the TradingView chart here and real quick look at some of the fib levels that we have above. So we have $2.33, which is the 786. We have the golden ratio at $2.86. And even if we come all the way up to the golden ratio and get rejected from there, we are still in a downtrend because you're creating a lower high on the grand scheme of things. So yeah, right now I would target the first fib level here at $1.80 if we start breaking through the channel here and we solidify ourselves above it, the resistance. Other than that, I do think I mentioned everything I did want to. In the last video, we did take a look at a descending triangle on the 4-hourly chart. We basically just broke out of that, and we didn't drop down to our technical target basically. So Yeah, that is pretty much it. If I missed out anything, let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I do post technical analysis in there. Make sure to check out my Patreon page as well. It's a great way to support me and a great way for you to get more exclusive content. You get requests for videos, you get technical analysis requests. I do drop in posts in there on a daily basis. We have low cap gem calls as well, around about 21 low cap gem posts that you can unlock instantly if you join my Patreon. Overall I do have around about 400 posts already out on Patreon. We have market sentiment analysis, project highlights, and all those things are going to be in my Patreon, and you get the same benefits if you join here on YouTube and become a member here on YouTube. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.